Hey everybody, Kathy Gregory here, and I am coming to you. This is interview number 3. And my goal is to interview mentors who have made a difference in my life and people that I've met along my journey and helping me live my best life. And I've got Kim here, and Kim and I actually, we are pretty much strangers still. We're just getting to know each other, but the one thing that I am learning to do is step out of my comfort zone and reach out to people who are like-minded, and I know that we can add value and connection to each other to help more people and impact more people in this world. And so the way I ran into Kim is pretty interesting because I was actually set up at a trade show at a teachers convention. And I was looking at the list of all of the keynote speakers on that list, and Kim was on there. And my intuition just attracted me to Kim. And then the next piece of the attraction was that she lives really close to where I grew up. So Bonnyville, Alberta, and I grew up just not too far from there. And so that whole attraction was like, I need to reach out to Kim. And then when I found her, and Kim, I just wanted to read what I found underneath your name was transform the roles of your feminine leadership and leave overwhelm and burnout behind. And I'm like, wow, that is such an amazing platform to be sitting on. And I totally am all about that now. Is like I do not want to die with my music still inside me. I've heard people have heard me say that, and that I think that us females along our life journey, we lose some of our power as we go along in this world. And I think that that's what really attracted me to you is that you are on the same wavelength as me as we've started empowering our own self. And now it's time for us to really put that message out there and get it to other people. So I was really excited that you said yes to letting me introduce you to my friends and followers. And so Kim, I'm going to just throw the ball at you. Can you tell everyone a little bit about your story and what brought you to where you're at today with impacting people in this world? So if you could, I know.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, we're having a few in this interview. I apologize. We might have a few little glitches. Our internet is kind of being weird today. So
Okay, I'm going to just go for it and hopefully it will kind of catch up as we go. So yes, my journey really started when I was a teacher in my previous life and I burnt out from teaching. And from there, I fell into a depression. And, I looked after myself. I got on some medication and I moved forward. I met my husband. I got married. And then after my second daughter, I had postpartum depression and it lasted for 10 years. And I was in a really dark place. I had suicidal thoughts and yeah, I was struggling. And so I slowly started doing research. I started reaching doctors, my own doctors, psychologists, psychiatrists, and slowly but surely I was able to climb out of my dark cave. And about 5 years ago or so, I was in a really great place and my daughter was struggling with anxiety. And so I was helping her one night and she was having a panic attack. And so this voice while I was helping her just came to me and it said, "This is why you had to go through what you did so that you can help her and help others heal." And that just shifted me right then. And so I became an energy healer in 3 different modalities. I opened up my own business and I started seeing people. But what I found was that people didn't just want the energy healing. They wanted advice and they wanted to share their problems. And so I then continued on my educational path and I became an integrative mental health coach. and then started seeing people who were kind of in their deep, dark cave. And then after I started working with them, I really, got this aha moment of, what if we could stop people from going into this deep, dark cave, and we could just prevent depression, anxiety, overwhelm, and burnout, which we can. And then I started looking at, well, where do most people spend the most time? And that's at work. And so I started looking at leadership and how our leaders are looking after their people and our people's mental health and emotional health. And I saw some struggles that leaders didn't know how to do that, and that our patriarchal society, male-dominated energy of let's get stuff done, let's make more money, let's be better than the other people, started taking over and was causing all of this burnout and overwhelm. And so I started working with businesses, but some businesses aren't ready for me yet and are not ready for us yet. And so what I found was that people who are really ready are the women. And we've kind of been sitting on the back burner for centuries. And, we are slowly stepping up. And so I really just want women to embrace their feminine energy, and so now I just call myself a guidess in helping women embrace their feminine energy to increase their confidence and their impact and leave overwhelm and burnout behind. And within doing that, we can transform female leadership and we can honestly heal the world.
That is, and you know what, Kim, that is what attracted me, like to you, like a zooming rocket, because that is, I believe that, I 100% believe that the industry that I'm in with the network marketing industry is highly, highly led by women. Like it's crazy when you start looking at all of the different companies in this world and how many amazing feminine leaders there are in this world. And we're just beginning, really. This is the beginning of an amazing journey and I'm not putting down men leaders. There's amazing men leaders too, but there's a lot of women in the last 100 years that have really been dying with their music still inside them. And it is time for us to be that light for other people. That's why I have this light behind me, and I have these years in my background is like 2021. If you're the person listening to this interview, they're going, yeah, I need to be more empowered because I know I have gifts that are still in a box. And that's what I felt like too. And I worked in the school system too, and I felt like I was in this box that it was like I couldn't push the lid open. I wanted to shout it out that there's so much more that we can give to this world. So Kim, if you could give some advice moving into this 2021 for my female audience. I'm not putting the males down here, but I want my female empowered audience to hear your message of how could they, with all of the journey that you've had, what can we give them today to help them set some vision for the next year?
Yeah. So if we want to be able to lead others, ourselves. And so self leadership and self awareness is what we all need. And so I really encourage you to start being more mindful, being in the moment, learning some different mindfulness activities, whether it's breathing activities, whether, your exercise program, whatever it might be to slow your mind down so that you are aware of your thoughts, your feelings, your speech, and your actions, and that you are priority. So we cannot effectively lead if we are burnt out and overwhelmed. And it is possible. Society has taught us that it's not possible to be productive and not have overwhelm. It's like society feels like they should go together, but they do not have to. And so it's really deciding, I am making myself priority. I am going to look after myself so that then I am fueled so I can release my feminine energy. And I just want you to focus on some of these words and these emotions. So listen to your intuition, be receptive, be tender, be compassionate, be creative, be still, be nurturing, and be in the flow of your life. And when you really focus on those emotions and feelings, you are slowly going to be able to make the impact that you are looking for.
That's awesome. And Kim, I know you have a group. And for anybody that is listening to this, I would love them to be a part of that. I know you give amazing messages. They're short, but they're really great guides to help you on your daily journey to being your best self. So your group is called what, Kim? If you could
My
share.
group on Facebook is called
Yeah.
it's called Female Change Makers. And you can find my Facebook page, business page is Kim Dechaine. And from there, there'll be a link there also to the group Female Change Makers.
Great. And I will put the links below in our recording so that you can find Kim and just be empowered by her leadership. I thank you, Kim, for everything that you are giving to this world and to society to help us become the best versions. And the last thing I want to say is when you talked about journey, don't hold judgment negatively to your journey ever. Because what I've learned in the last few years is that our journey is really our superpower. And that when you had that message, when you were helping your daughter, it's like, that is like such an amazing message that when you have those kind of things happen in your life, it is I feel it's our duty to learn from those messages and then go help the next person who is going through that journey and maybe help their journey not be so hard. So that is totally the journey word.
Yeah.
Totally. Yeah. So the last part of our interview, Kim, if you would say the last words to this, I'll let you say your whatever it is you want to say to the audience that's listening. Sorry for the lag in this recording today, everyone. Are you able to share a last message, Kim?
Yeah, sorry about that.
That's okay.
Okay. I missed the question, I think, the very last thing.
Just if you could say the last words of this interview, just to send everyone off today into the new year, what would your final words be today?
That you are worthy and embrace life and embrace who you are and shine your light with everyone.
Awesome. Kim, I thank you so much for your time today, and I look forward to getting to know you more and more in this new year as we move forward and empower ourselves and other people. So thank you so much.